Hello everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Now, this game was a Kickstarter game that actually did really good. If you know anything about Kickstarter games, some of them fell flat, like Mighty Number 9, which I really was looking forward to, but unfortunately it did not do very good. This game is in the likes of the old school Baldur's Gates on PC, where it's a top-down and tactical type of RPG in a way. I played a little bit of this game on the PC for a while, but never beat it. So maybe we will beat it this time. For now, let's get into it and see if we can make our character. Now, I prefer story time because I like the story of the game, and I'm not very skilled when it comes to actual mechanics and stuff. So we'll probably do that. Excuse me. Storytime mode is for players who are more interested in the exploration and story developments than the challenges of combat, which is what I'm into. While storytime is active, the enemy composition of battles is the same as normal difficulty, but the game mechanics are biased in the player's favor. Additionally, the party can carry unlimited numbers of camping supplies. Now, I remember the camping supplies is something that you can use to rest. So we will do that. Accept. And now I think it's nope, it's not a cutscene. Oh, and as you can see, I am playing this on Nintendo Switch. Now, hopefully, it being ported to the Switch didn't lose any of its quality, but we will have to see about that. It shouldn't have. I mean, it's not too much of a taxing game as far as I know.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. I believe this is where we can make our character, I think. Yes. Now, I don't know too much about the different types of races and stuff, so we will learn about it together. Male. The place of man in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like, I don't know how to pronounce that, Idrir and the Darwood place them in the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nasikir, pardon me, I cannot pronounce half of this stuff, men perform many of the homesteading and organizational duties. In Ir Galef and Exmel, I think, I'm probably butchering that, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. As for females, a woman's role in Uroza is largely dependent on where she is from. In the Adriel Empire, Valarian Republics, and the Direwood, women occupied many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are primarily hunters, soldiers, leaders, and tribes of the Naskiti. In Ir Galarf and Extiller, whatever, women and men have more fluid roles, blah 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 blah. So I think I'm going to play female for this run. So let's go to race. Humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Direwood, the Adriel Empire, Old Valarian, and the Valarian Republic. Or Valarian, I think that's what it's called. Though are not as large and towering as the Akuma, humans are known for their strength and willpower. Resolve +1 and might +1. Let's see what the Akuma are. Let me select so we can see them. Oh, cool. The mighty Akuma are the largest of the Kindred race and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as the Rutai, are based on naval dominance. They're known for their unparalleled strength, might +2. Let's check out the dwarves, shall we? By virtue of land covered and the numbers of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Drywood, the Valarian Republic, and any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Might +2, dexterity -1, constitution +1. Let's check out elves. Hey, elves don't look too bad. I don't know if anyone's played the what's the other game that was made? Divinity. The elves looked kind of odd. They were like really lanky. They kind of look like those lanky aliens from Star Wars, the ones with the long necks and stuff. But anyways, elves are the dominant race in Galfaith, and the white that wens are commonly common in the Direward and Idrir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence as well as commonly isolationist nature. Dexterity +1, perception +1. Arlins. Oh, look. They're kind of like furry halflings, aren't they? Arlins are the smallest of the Kind race, though many cultures do not consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, hirsute bodies, Arlins are commonly found in Irith-Glef, the Itul Plains, and part of the Direward. They are known for their metal intensity and sharp senses. Resolve +1, might -1, perception +2. Godlike. Now, I do know about godlike. There's different breeds of godlike. The one that they show is not necessarily ones you could be, that you're going to be, but there's like multiple different ones as far as I remember. The godlike are children of Kith, civilized race, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Adherent head shapes are typical. Godlikes are unable to wear protective headgears as it's near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature, their inability to reproduce, godlikes are often viewed with fear and wonder. Dexterity +1, intelligence +1. Now, some races, as you can see, would probably be better suited for different classes. I'm partial to like melee type of classes, personally. But for this playthrough, I think we're gonna stick with godlike because I like how they look. So we might play a ranger class. Like I said, there's different godlikes. Death godlike. Death godlikes are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growths cover their eyes, or in some cases, entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. The growths are transparent for the godlikes, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. Death godlikes are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them harbingers of doom. Death's usher. When death godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Interesting. This is what a fire godlike looks like. Fire godlike. Oops. The bodies of fire godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt wood, or stone, with harmless flame that erupts from the cracks of their skin. Fire godlikes are the objects of both reverence and fear in the Dire Fire archipelago. Many locals believe that Many locals believe that they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one will cause a volcano to awaken. In Direwood, fire godlikes are often seen as a sign of blessing from Magran, goddess of war and fire. And this is one of the skills they get, Battle Forge. When reduced below 50% endurance, fire godlikes glow like metal in the forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them with melee. Oh, cool. Oh wow, that's neat. Moon godlike. Moon godlikes are the most tolerated of the godlikes. While their skin tone and large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearance are generally considered more palatable by the other kith. Sailors have many beliefs about moon godlike and their prosperity to bring luck, though is little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring, and this is their skill. Silver Tide. Every encounter when reduced below 75, 50, and 25 endurance, moon godlike generate waves of healing moonlight that restores endurance to them and their allies. Ooh. And this is what a nature looks like. Nature godlike looks like. They kind of remind me of dryads from like D&D and stuff. Nature godlike. Nature godlikes appear to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, or fungi. This has led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. Many druidic orders have a keen interest in nature godlikes because of their general curiosity as to how souls occupy animals, plants, and stones. Their skills is Wellspring of Life, grants a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. Again, this also aids in what kind of class that you're using. So far it's looking like either fire or moonlight I might be. I think we're gonna go for moonlight. Oops. It's the wrong one. Right. No. Alright. The heck? Body type? Oh, you can change the body type to them. Okay, I was confused for a second. You can even make them small. Okay, that's pretty cool. I could make her all big and buff, but I think I'm gonna go with the elf body type. Now, class. It has fire here because this is probably the best that it can be. But you can be any one of these, really. But she will be better suited as a fighter. However, I am thinking of going... Oh, no, it's because it was already picked in fighter. Okay, duh. I'm thinking of going paladin, however. But let's go through each one of them. Brutes, madmen, berserkers. Though city-dwelling people often use the term barbarians with a dose of disrespect, these rural warriors are respected by the communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but many places, the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarian is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Now, the starting abilities is Carnage. When a barbarian hits with its melee attack, they automatically reduce damage, attacking all enemies within a short distance. Athletics +2, Survival +1, Endurance is 46, plus 16 level, very high. 6 health, Endurance is very high. Accuracy is 25 plus 3 levels, very high. And Deflection 15 average. So they're not that bad. I'm not going to read all of this, but we'll go through the starting abilities at the very least. For the Cantor is basically magic users, it looks like. They have Phase Chants. All chanters can continuously speak chants made of magical phrases. Lore mechanics. As I said, we're going to go with Paladin this playthrough. Paladins are martial zealots devoted to the god, a ruler, or even the way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior societies dedicated to advancing their cause. Among those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. Starting ability, faith and conviction. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all their defenses. Over the course of the game, the value of this bonus may be shifted based on reputation. The paladin gains relative to behaviors and preferred by his or her order. Athletics +2, lore +1. Endurance is 42 plus at 14 level, I guess. 1/4 or 14th, I don't know what that means, but it's very high. Health 5, endurance is high. Accuracy 25 is very high, and deflection is high. So we'll go with that. Now, these are the different orders you can be with the paladins. Bleakwalkers. The Bleakwalkers are soldiers dedicated to construction warfare and mercilessly and with extreme brutality in order to bring a swift end to conflicts. Because they are known for their terrible and unyielding nature, most nobles will only call on them as a last resort. The Bleakwalkers' behavior reinforces cruelty because their quickest resolution to battle is one of which the because the quickest resolution to a battle is one which the Bleakwalker's arrival is announced and a surrender immediately follows, to ensure that people understand that no mercy will be given by the Bleakwalkers. They are never given quarter under any circumstance. So their favorite disposition is cruelty and aggressiveness. Disfavored definition is malevolent and diplomatic. So this is good for playing an evil paladin, if you wish. The Dracuzi Palani. The oldest known paladin order in the world, the Dracuzi Paladi, were founded as guards of the Draculi Palace in Grand Valeria over 2,000 years ago. Since the shattering of the Grand Valeria, the Dracuzi Paladi have transformed into protectors and ambassadors of the immense Dracuzi family as well as old Valerian culture. The paladins are widespread and occasionally even have come to conflict with others due to whatever, I can't pronounce that, of the family. Paladins of the order are renowned for their wit and love of life. Favored disposition, passion, and clever. Disfavored is cruel and stoic. Interesting. Gold Pack Knights. The Gold Pack Knights are an order of mercenary paladins who sell themselves for all sorts of defensive and offensive engagements. They emerged on the Peril Coast a few hundred years ago and managed to survive the destruction of the dwarven nation that created them. Gold Pack Knights are not especially brutal and are willing to shift direction based on their desires of their employers. As their name suggests, the Gold Pack Knights believe payment in forms of binding contracts. They are known for being non-judgmental, professional, and impressively ruthless. Favored disposition, stoic and rational. Disfavored is passionate and aggressive. Kind Wayfarer, the most widespread paladin order. The Kind Wayfarers are guides and protectors for travelers, often people of limited means traveling in dangerous areas. Kind Wayfarers lacks the noble prestige of the other paladin orders, but are widely respected by commoners for their generosity and compassion. Kind Wayfarers lack centralized structure, and many members operate independently in remote areas. Though the order is known for not being wealthy in recent years, they've improved their finances via cartography and working with groups like the Hand Occult to develop traveling guides for little-known parts of Roja. Favored dispositions, benevolent and passion. Disfavored, deception and cruelty. Shield Bearers of Saint Ekla, or Ikia? Some of these words are very weird to say. During the peace negotiation of an archer from the kingdom of Ard shot the nobleman's. During a peace negotiation, an archer from the kingdom of Adiria shot the noblewoman emissary of Kulikin, that word, in the arm, provoking battle. nonetheless made the order nonetheless made a second attempt at negotiation, accompanied by 3 elven knights whose only arms were shields. They held in front of the person representing the order to protect her. That's the name of the saint. She succeeded in helping form the Ardarian Empire. The knights who protected her founded the shield bearers of Saint Elikia, who continued to act as guardians and diplomats in Argia and beyond. They're well known for their honesty and skill in negotiation. So these would be like the good guys, and these would be the bad guys. I'm normally evil in my playthroughs, but we'll be good. Lay on hands. Definitely going to get lay on hands. Alright, now resolve, intellect, constitution, and might is what they want us to focus on. So we got 15 points. So let's put 2 in that, 2 in that, 2 in that, 2 in that. Now, for the rest of it, we'll put another 2 into resolve, another 2 in might, 1 intellect, and 2 in constitution. Now, I don't know if that's good, but that's just what I want to do. Now, culture. Depending on the culture and where your character is from, you get bonuses. Like, for instance, being from the Empire, you get resolve +1. Being from the Deadfire, you get dexterity +1. Resolve +1, intellect, and so on. For this playthrough, I think we're going to go for living off the lands. See how she looks? Depending on what you pick will determine the arms and armor style too. Like being from the White Rand, she does use 2-handed swords, it looks like. So this is Mason Buckler, as well as Brigandine armor. We're gonna go with that because it gives might. Now, background. This is the background of your character. Depending on what you choose, it will give you bonuses and other stuff like stealth and survival. I think for this playthrough, we're going to go with Hunter. Because I've always been partial to stealth and survival. Now we can change the way they look and whatnot. We can't do too much with them because they're godlikes. But we will stick with that. As for the portrait, see if we can find a moon godlike. Actually, that's perfect. It looks exactly like my character. Alright, voice.
Yes? Leading the way.
Wow, they have lots of voices for it, actually.
Sharp
There's
eyes
Mystic.
and keen ears.
I shall need us. Let's go.
My eyes are peeled.
Yeah.
Watch and learn.
Let's go.
That's male.
I'll go on ahead. Just say the word.
Well, since we're gonna be all shield bearers of Saint whatever, we'll go with noble. Now we enter the name. And then we will stop here. Then when we continue next, we will be continuing the actual game. For now, we just focused on making our character. As always, I will see you guys later. Happy later.